Hey, friends, before we get into this not nearly good enough result by our Washington Capitals against the Nashville Predators, we have almost hit 200 subscribers here at the Janae Talks Caps YouTube channel. So if you have not already done so, please do me a favor, click on that subscribe button for me. If you do enjoy the content, we would love to have you along here with us for this ride, this Washington Capitals season, and hopefully for many more seasons after this one as well. So yeah, if you have not already done so, please do go ahead, click on that subscribe button for me. And if you have already subscribed, please share us with a friend, a family member, a coworker, whoever it may be, any fellow Washington Capitals fan. Spread the word that we are here talking Washington Capitals hockey almost every day here. I would really appreciate that. So yeah, spread us around, spread the word, like I said, and let's get into this one, babes, because it was a bit of an ugly result here for our Washington Capitals. Caps lose 3-2 in regulation. That is important as well. They lose 3-2 in regulation to the Nashville Predators in Nashville. Now, you will notice that I have titled this video, Not Good Enough, because while the Washington Capitals did play a decent enough game, they outshot the Nashville Predators 32-21 for the night. They are at the point of the season here where they need to start getting some results. And so even though I understand they are trying, right? Like I said, they outshoot the Nashville Predators 32-21. They still have no Tom Wilson. They still have no Pierre-Luc Dubois. And now they have no Jacob Chychrun as well, as he too would have to miss this game, apparently with that illness that has been going around the Caps locker room. And Justin Sourdif would get injured early on in this game as well and not be able to return. So that's how it's been going for the Caps this season, right? Pretty much nothing has been going their way. And yet this was still a game that you could have won, that you needed to win against a Nashville Predators team who was playing on the second half of a back-to-back with their backup goalie in net. You needed to get 2 points in this one. Like I said, at this point in the season, it has got to be about results. Let's get to your scoring. So, first period, Caps on a power play, and it is Alex Ovechkin with his 20th goal of the season already, the 917th goal of his National Hockey League career. Unbelievable stuff by the Washington Capitals captain. And yeah, this one here, it was a one-timed shot by Ovi here on the power play, but it was not his typical, like, full one-timer wind-up, right? He did not take the full slap shot here. It was more of a snapshot, and he got it off extremely quickly here on the pass across to him by John Carlson. Yeah, he gets this shot off super quickly here. The goaltender really did not have a chance. Stop me if you've heard that one before, that the goaltender did not have a chance on an Alexander Ovechkin shot. And so yeah, the Caps are up 1-0 here on, like I said, Alex Ovechkin's 20th goal of the season already in just the Capitals' 46th game. He is 40 freaking years old, and he has 20 goals already, 917th of his NHL career, like I said. And yeah, John Carlson here on the primary assist with the pass across to Alex Ovechkin, and it was Ryan Leonard as well on the secondary assist. Ryan Leonard, 19th assist of the season already for the Caps rookie. Even though he missed a few weeks, he has picked up right where he left off since coming back from that injury. And yeah, he gets the secondary assist here on the Caps power play goal. Caps up 1-0. Then the Nashville Predators and Steven Stamkos would answer with a power play goal of their own to make it 1-1. And that is how the first period would end. So second period, approximately halfway through the game, and the Washington Capitals are outshooting the Nashville Predators 20-10. But the score remains 1-1. The Caps have also hit 2 pipes already at this point. Then we see Justin Sourdif getting hit in the face hard by a puck. He is down, he is injured, and he could not return to this game. Now, why can't we have nice things as Capitals fans, right? This is the way that this season has been going. Anytime a guy is playing extremely well and is on an absolute heater, he has got to get injured. It happened to Ryan Leonard. It happened to Alexei Protas. It happened to Tom Wilson. And now here on a freak play, a freak accident here with the puck, it happens to Justin Sourdif. Unbelievable. Anyways, back to the game. The second period ends with the score still being locked at 1-1. Third period, the Caps have about as disastrous a start as you can possibly have to a third period when you are in a tied hockey game. As first, a minute and 12 seconds into the third period here, they give up the go-ahead goal, right, to Cole Smith of the Nashville Predators. So Preds up 2-1. And then the Capitals, immediately after that, they go on to take not one, but 2 penalties. Hendrix Lapierre for holding first, and then while the Capitals are already on the penalty kill here, trying to kill off Hendrix Lapierre's minor penalty, John Carlson flips a puck over the glass here with like almost no pressure on him. Flips a puck over the glass to put the Caps down 2 men. So Predators now on the 5-on-3 power play, and it is Roman Josi, Preds up 3-1. So like I said, about as bad a start as you can have to a third period. When you are in a tied hockey game, like I said, and you need these points, you go from being tied 1-1 coming into the period to now 3 minutes and 29 seconds into the same period, you are now down by not 1, but 2 goals. Ethen Frank would then get one back for the Caps on a Washington power play here. Dylan Strome carries the puck into the Predators zone. Alex Ovechkin with a nice play just inside of the blue line there to keep that puck in the zone, to keep the play alive here for the Caps. He gets it up to Ethen Frank in the slot, and Frank beats the Predators netminder here to pull the Caps back to within 1 goal. And this, Ethen Frank's eighth goal of the season, assisted here by Alex Ovechkin on the primary assist, like I said, and by Dylan Strome on the secondary assist. This goal here by Ethen Frank, like I said, his 8th of the season, it appeared to be, at this point in the game, a very big goal for the Washington Capitals as it pulled them to within 3-2, and there was still over half of the third period here left to play. He scores this goal 9 minutes and 3 seconds into the third period. So yeah, there was still like almost 11 minutes here still left to play in regulation for the Caps to try and tie this game. However, although they would push, they ultimately cannot find that tying goal that they need. Alexei Protas, I believe it was, in the slot with the goaltender pulled for the extra attacker at the end of the game. He fires a shot on net right from in front, like right from the slot, right in front of the net, and it hits the knob of the goaltender's stick and stays out. And so the Caps, like I said, they cannot find the tying goal here tonight in Nashville. They drop this one 3-2 in regulation to the Predators. And I've just got a couple more things I want to get off my chest before we wrap up here. I do not know why this coaching staff hates Sonny Milano so much. How does he not even get into a game on the Mentors trip? There were 2 games, right? He doesn't even get into one of the 2. Like really, coach, Brett Leeson and Hendrix Lapierre have just been so very impactful that you've just got to get them both in there for back-to-back games. Hendrix Lapierre, who has not scored a goal, not one single goal, since FDR was in office, it feels like, but he's got to be in there. Got to have him. Can't do without him. Same with Brett Leeson. Cannot go without him for 1 game. You score a measly 2 goals against the Nashville Predators. I am pretty sure that Sonny Milano, quite possibly, could be a guy who possibly, potentially, could have contributed that extra goal that you needed. I would sure put more faith in him scoring than Hendrix Lapierre or Brett Leeson. And yeah, I just was not really loving the lineup decisions here tonight, if you can't tell. I know. They're super, super, super injured, okay? But the Sonny Milano thing is a head scratcher. As is, by the way, the decision to start your backup goaltender, Charlie Lindgren, tonight. And again, okay, I get it that it is the Mentors trip, right? And that the coaching staff wants him to get a chance to play in front of the Mentors. But I've got news for you. We are not in first place. We are not comfortably in a playoff spot. In fact, by the time that the Capitals play their next game against the Montreal Canadiens, they might not be in a playoff spot at all. We cannot really afford to be gambling standings points by playing our backup goaltender when we don't have to, chasing some feel-good story for the Mentors trip. Feel-good stories are for when you are comfortably in a playoff spot. And again, it's not that Charlie Lindgren sucks, okay? That is not what I am saying here at all. It is just simply that Logan Thompson is so fucking good, and he gives you a much better chance of winning a game on any given night than Charlie Lindgren does. When you are fighting for a playoff spot, the guy in Logan Thompson, who is one of the league leaders in goals saved above expected, needs to be playing every game that is not a back-to-back. Because Charlie Lindgren, again here tonight, and like I said, I hate to say it because I love the guy, but again, he does what he has done all season here, unfortunately, which is fail to make that one extra save that is needed, that is ultimately the difference between a win and a loss. The Predators' backup netminder, Anunen, he made that one extra save several times, actually, as like I said, the Washington Capitals outshot the Nashville Predators 32-21. He makes that one extra save, and the Predators are going home happy with the 2 points because of it. Lindgren, 18 saves tonight on only 21 shots against. His save percentage has started with an 8 all season. It's not good enough. You need that one extra save to be able to turn that 8 into a 9 and to be able to turn these losses into wins here as well. That is the most important thing for the Washington Capitals. You need to be able to turn some of these losses into wins here with Chucky in net. So again, like I said, I'm not blaming it on Chucky at all. Okay, he is your backup goaltender for a reason. You cannot expect him to be playing at like a Vezina trophy caliber every single night, like what we have seen from Logan Thompson. So again, I'm not putting this on Chucky. I'm more so saying that the coaching decision here tonight to have Charlie Lindgren in net was very puzzling. Like I said, it is not a back-to-back for the Washington Capitals. Logan Thompson was on regular rest, and you need every single point in the standings that you can get right now. And tonight, here, you get none, right? You lose 3-2 in regulation to the Nashville Predators, and now we will see by the time that the Caps play their next game, like I said, against the Montreal Canadiens, if the Caps are even still in a playoff spot. All right, babes, that is enough negativity for today. I'm actually really not a negative person in real life, if you can believe that. Quite the opposite. Actually, I'm quite the optimist, quite a positive person in general in life. But yeah, I try to tell it like it is here on this YouTube channel regarding the Washington Capitals, right? And so I am just doing that. I am just telling it like it is, calling it as I see it right now for the Caps. Not good enough, right? That is why I made that the title of this video. And yeah, we need to see them pick it up here in a big, big way before they fall too far behind in the standings. So it's another opportunity coming up against the Montreal Canadiens. We will see what they can do there. We will see if they get any healthy bodies back into the lineup as well. That would certainly help a lot. So we will keep our fingers crossed for that, to at least get maybe 1 or 2 guys back from injury and illness, but it doesn't necessarily sound like that's going to be the case. So I don't know. We'll keep our fingers crossed, see what happens for that game against the Habs up next. But until then, babes, again, thank you all so much for being here. I said it off the top of the video, but again, we are so close to 200 subscribers here. So if you have not already done so, please do click on that subscribe button for me. Or if you have already done that, if you are already a subscriber, please share us around with, like I said, a family member, friend, coworker, whoever it may be, any Washington Capitals fan, any hockey fan in general, really, anyone who you think might be interested in these videos, where we talk Washington Capitals and sometimes the rest of the NHL as well. Let them know that we exist here, that we are doing these videos. And yeah, I really, really appreciate that so much. And again, thank you all so much for being here. It's been an absolute blast, as always. No, it really hasn't. That was not a very good game played by the Washington Capitals, but at least I am having a blast here talking to all of you fine folks. That is the important thing, right? We can kind of cope together here, right? It's like therapy here at the Janaea Talks Caps YouTube channel. So yeah, babes, thank you all so much for being here as always. And until next time, and as always, even when they drop a stinker like this in regulation to the Nashville Predators. As always, baby, let's go Caps.